this on?
I love when he corrects me. 90 days, 90 feet through Seth.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of What's Wrong with Wrestling Monday Night Raw Edition. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano and Eric Slamilton Hamilton.
You care to take this one, Andrew? The heel turn you've been asking for?
Well, they didn't really do it all the way this time. I mean, not yet. It's not 100%.
You don't think the last thing that they showed you was a full turn?
We're like 75% turned.
75% turned.
The most he did on this
we're like there.
Yeah. The most he did on this show was become the guy he is on Twitter.
Yeah,
right.
That's really about it.
Yeah, he's himself almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a couple of heel turns tonight. Did you guys notice the other one?
What was the other one?
Jerry Lawler went full heel.
That's right.
all
He was heel. Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, full heel.
Right.
And when he did this a couple years back, how long ago was that?
A couple years ago.
And he was regular Jerry. Then all of a sudden, one day he was a heel.
Yeah.
And then 2 months later, he wasn't a heel anymore. Or
Right.
And then he was gone.
And then he was gone.
Samoa Joe established that he's still a heel because he's like, I know you guys love my commentary, so fuck you. I'm not showing up for it this week.
Right.
Yeah, why not keep him on? That's weird.
But
Right.
I mean, I liked it to a point because it is fun. You need a heel announcer that supports what the bad guys are doing.
Of course.
So it was better than he's been. This is the best night he's had since he's been
Right.
back.
But
two
it
of them
still wasn't great.
No,
The
it
two
wasn't.
of them still have no chemistry at all.
None at all.
It's really bad. They have to make a change.
And I feel like they're like making Vic Joseph watch Michael Cole tapes.
Right.
They
and
are.
just
Oh, no.
have him be Michael Cole.
For sure.
Like
He's starting to sound like him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get Jerry Lawler involved.
No.
What do you say, Kang? Like, have him watch Jerry Lawler or Jim Ross tapes,
Right.
and so like at least know how to work with your neighbor
Yeah.
and like set things up on a tee for him to then knock
Right.
out of the park.
Even when Dio Madden was there, none of them were cohesive.
oh God,
No.
Like they're all doing their own thing.
Well, again, why take three guys that have never worked together and throw them together?
Right.
That's what NXT is for.
Yeah.
That's what Sunday Night Heat is for.
Right. Yeah.
Or whatever it's called,
But
Superstars.
it also has to do with who's on the table because when Nigel McGuinness joined Mauro Ranallo, they meshed well. And even when they threw Beth Phoenix in there, they all meshed really well.
Yeah.
Beth Phoenix got off to a running start, it felt like.
Yeah, true.
Like
she
first
had
night
practice,
there.
though. She was doing the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But, I mean, it was a lot better than when, what's his name was there? The guy who left.
Oh, Percy Watson.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, true. Very true on that.
Yeah, so we're going to recap Monday Night Raw, of course. But first, we have to thank some new patrons who signed up this week.
Yeah.
So without further ado, thank you to Robert Stevens, Kevin Smith, the director. Yeah.
Clearly us.
Brax Daddy, Brian Girardi, Magic Gnome, Gary Kosiak.
That's correct.
Oh. Justin Singh, one of the Singh brothers.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
The Cooper Manning of the Singh brothers.
Yeah. Stephen Barbour, Pedro Acero, Trey Campbell, Austin is Stone Cold, Dirty Deeds 98, and George Lucas.
Famous director George Lucas.
Yeah.
Wow, 2 directors this week.
Yes.
Wow.
That's crazy.
You have tickets to Star Wars yet?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Dumb question.
Come
What's
on.
theater?
The one by my house.
Oh,
That's
usually you come out here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I don't love driving 30 miles to go see a movie. I could go see 2 minutes away from my house.
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, this theater's way better, though. It's like the best theater.
No, it's not. The theater that's by my house is completely remodeled with like the reclining seats.
Wait, which one is it?
And they have it's a
Cinemark?
Cinemark. Yeah. And they have a full bar and seat heaters, and they're like dirt cheap.
Oh, great. So you can fall asleep during the movie.
Exactly.
Seat heaters in Texas, yeah. I'm sure we'll use that as much as I use my car seat heater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
0.
Seat heater.
Wait.
Once a year, I turn it on, and I go, oh, that sucks. Now I have sweaty ass.
I use my
gotta
car seat heaters all the time.
Do they have a seat
In the-
cooler in the theater?
Right,
No.
that's what we need. You have like a fan that just blows
You
your
don't
face.
you don't pick up a pizza, put the pizza in the passenger seat, and turn on the seat
Yeah,
heater.
because that's so necessary. There's no other way you could possibly eat that pizza. If you
No.
don't have a seat heater,
I like
the
the-
pizza's fucked.
I like the cool off time on the drive home because
no.
I don't like when it's boiling lava hot when I want to have
That's
pizza.
the best part.
How often are you picking up pizzas?
I bet that's often.
It is. It is. Whenever I get pizza, I always do carry out because I don't like to wait an hour.
So I guess
pay
you're
the
really
money.
excited for the Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Did you like Last Jedi?
Not as much as I thought I would, but it was still pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So
Tune in tomorrow to the Raw recap. Tonight, we're getting into how terrible the
I
last
could talk
Star
about
Wars
how
was.
bad that was for an hour, but we're not going to go
There's
there.
a great article, and I forget where it was. I'm sure someone posted on Facebook about how much of a colossal fail that movie was. Written by Mark Hamill.
Oh, he wrote the article.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. No, there was a lot of stuff wrong with it for sure. There were glaringly obvious flaws.
Yeah.
But
The movie was trash. Anyways, go to patreon.com/what's wrong with wrestling. Go back and check the Survivor Series recap, the War Games recap if you haven't checked that out yet. And of course, all the fabulous brackets. And then we also have 2 fans who bought t-shirts. So thank you to Mike Letizia and Kayla Diaz.
do we know which shirts?
I think it was the pizza shirts.
Of
It was.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So that's at prowrestlingtees.com/what's wrong with wrestling. Only $19.99.
This guy taking credit for pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, I designed the shirt,
I mean, I started the conversation with
wrote
Stacy Keebler.
the stick figure.
I did the pizza.
I'm the one that called you out on
Does it
picking
say
Stacey
Hamilton on the
Keebler.
shirt anywhere? Hamilton? I know
Yeah.
it says Pisano,
That's right.
so whatever.
You work for us. Remember that. You work
God.
for Pisano's Pizza.
Right? You wish you were for Pisano's Pizza. And coincidentally, so do I. I wish we owned a pizza shop. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
All we would do is wrestling podcast and deliver pizza. That's not a bad life.
Yeah.
Not a bad life.
No, not at all. All right, so Monday Night Raw starts with Seth Rollins in the ring with almost the entire Raw roster standing outside the ring.
Yeah.
I noticed that Becky Lynch wasn't there.
Which was kind of silly.
No Eric Rowan, no Aleister Black.
Well, that makes sense.
I don't know about anyone else, but that's
Well,
who
then,
I
like,
noticed.
don't say the entire Raw locker room, but clearly not.
Right.
Clearly not.
And the crowd is immediately chanting for CM Punk, which makes sense. I mean, Seth kind of, I don't know if they're doing this on purpose, but Seth calling him out on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then CM Punk responding
Seth
on,
being
on his...
Seth to Punk on Twitter.
Clearly, he's coming back. Clearly.
So they're chanting for CM Punk. So Seth says, I tried to get him here, but he didn't want to show up. He wants to sit behind a desk in Los Angeles and talk about a change that he's too afraid to make himself.
Yeah.
But we'll get to more of that in rumors.
I kind of liked all that.
Seth then moves on to Survivor Series and says NXT mopped the floor with Raw. And then he looks at everyone outside the ring and he says, you all sucked last night. Every single person dropped the ball, but we got to make Raw great again. And then nothing from the Viking Raiders, who are standing like right there.
Yeah.
They won their match.
Yeah. They're the only ones who won their match.
Yeah. Ivar, you have a question?
Hey, Seth,
Yeah.
we won.
What? No one watched the pre-show. Get the fuck out of here.
Pre-shows don't count as a club.
Right.
So Seth then tells Randy Orton, you were the weak link on my team. So Randy just walks to the back, doesn't say anything, and then he does the jerk-off hand motion as he leaves. Did you see that?
He should have
Right before he left, he was like, he went like this and then left.
he should have like tried to shake Seth's hand
Right.
and then been like,
Yes.
Yeah.
Seth then calls out Charlotte for not leading the Raw women to victory, and then Charlotte leaves. I kind of hate how they all leave without saying anything. It just makes
Right.
them look like bitches.
Make them like bitches. And also, yeah, like we fight. This is pro wrestling.
Yeah.
You fight over anything.
Especially Randy.
You can murder people
especially-
and not go to jail.
that's true.
Especially Randy Orton, like
Yeah.
Right.
who's who's basically a face now. Then Seth shits on AOP for not even being at Survivor Series, so they leave.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they were out there.
Right, exactly.
And then finally, Seth calls out Rey Mysterio.
Hey, look, I'll be honest with you, Ray. Last night, more than anybody, you let all of us down. I beat Brock Lesnar 2 times this year, brought the title back to Raw. You couldn't even get the job done with the lead pipe and your stupid kid helping you out.
Andrew,
Wow.
Ouch.
what more do you need out of a heel turn?
No, that's true. That was pretty...
Stupid
that was,
kid.
You stupid kid.
yeah,
There's
yeah, yeah.
one thing you don't touch: people's children in conversation, unless you
Well,
want to fight.
I would say you don't
Even-
touch people's children
Yeah.
at all.
Right.
But, you know.
I'm actually kind of pissed off that Ray didn't just run in the ring and start kicking his ass.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
He just called out his kid.
Now, you could read Ray's lips say, fuck you. He was like, fuck you to Seth.
Right.
But then he leaves. After that, all the fans are chanting asshole at Seth, and every superstar walks to the back except for Kevin Owens. The fans chant for KO, but Seth tells the crowd, oh, his new name is Mr. NXT guy, so, you know, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
So Seth invites Owens into the ring to talk, but Seth won't shut up, and he tells Owens, you'll never be Seth Rollins, you're not good enough. And then, but then Seth starts to apologize. He's like, look, you know what, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But KO responds by giving Seth a stunner, which he deserves. And then after the break, Charlie Caruso interviews Seth, and he challenges Kevin Owens to a match later. But like that was a great way of using Kevin Owens there.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that's what Stone Cold does. That's how you use the stunner.
I don't
It's
talk,
like,
I
what are you
just
gonna
stun.
say? Okay, I'm just gonna stun you.
Right.
It was perfect.
Conversation over.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
So the next up we have Bobby Lashley
No.
Yes.
versus Titus O'Neil.
You
With
hit that again.
oh yeah, sure.
No.
Yeah.
When you say Titus, any of those names.
Titus O'Neil.
No.
Exactly.
When's the last time he's had a match?
Titus O. No.
By the way, this week no 24/7 title stuff.
No.
So just
There's-
like we said,
Wait.
like one day it's just not going to be there, and it's going to be gone forever.
There was a little bit
There
of
was
a
a very small
tiny
piece.
and a little promo with the Iconics.
Yeah.
That was a commercial for WWEshop.com.
You're not going to mention it?
No, of course not. Why would I mention a commercial?
You
for
always mention it, and
WWE?
then Heavy Machinery does a Taco Bell commercial.
Yeah, because those are interesting.
No, they're just as horrible as this was.
Yeah,
I
they
skipped
were.
over it honestly. So
Yeah.
I saw the belt there, but
Right.
Yeah, like he like, all right, ladies, close your eyes, and I want you to picture something. Then he carefully like takes the title as if A, they were champion, and B, just removing it from the table makes him champion.
Right.
Again.
Or C,
that's how they've treated it.
Or C, they actually cared.
right.
they probably filmed that 2 months ago.
They probably did.
It's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got Lana ringside. They showed footage of Rusev arriving to the arena earlier,
I didn't get this.
and a process server disguised as a fan serves Rusev a restraining order papers, and then security forces him to leave.
Okay, 7 things.
Seven things.
One, this guy just walks up. He's like, let the kid in. He's clearly the same age as Rusev. 2, the guy goes, hey, and what does he say to him? Like,
He's like, let me get an autograph. It's for my kid.
and he goes, here, you have to appear in court. So 2, he doesn't say, you've been served. 3, he doesn't ask.
He did say you've been served.
He did say
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
But he didn't ask, are you Rusev,
Rusev.
Alexander Rusev?
Right.
Like, you have to ask the name for confirmation.
He goes, excuse me, sir, are you Rusev?
Are you Alexander Rusev? What a weird
Hi,
little
are you Rusev? And he's like, no, I'm not. Oh, I'm sorry, Rusev? And he's like, fuck.
He gives
yes.
him the paper after Rusev's already through security. Then the security people don't even look at the paper, and they go, oh, you have an extraditing order against someone who's already inside? Oh, sorry, you cannot come in these doors now? That doesn't make any sense.
Also-
it doesn't work that way. You have a restraining order, that's between you and that person. If you have a restraining order against me, and I show up at your house, the police just don't show up. Hey. No, you go, excuse me, I have a restraining order against this person. He's at my house.
Yeah.
And then it's on you to go back to court to say this shit ain't working.
Yeah.
That's a civil contract, restraining orders.
Right, I know.
That the police can enforce.
We
but
had this. I used to have a restraining order on Joe, and that's exactly how it went down.
Yeah.
No,
We'd watch Jet games together, but, So, I mean, there were just so many weird, screwy things. You could have done this separately,
Well, hold
differently.
on.
Better.
Point 10. Last week, Rusev couldn't be on Raw. Why? Because Lana said she gave him a restraining order.
90 miles. I mean days.
I mean feet.
I have 90 minutes restraining orders.
Yeah. So last week he had the restraining order.
Yeah.
And then this week, what? He got another one?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
they're in a different city.
Is that it?
Yeah, because in a promo later, she's like, I had to contact all these courts and get restraining orders in so many cities.
So it goes by city
I guess.
or state?
I don't know.
No. They're making all this up.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The law according to McMahon.
also before the match, Jerry Lawler said, Rusev's like a baseball player. He got thrown out at home.
Oh for 1.
Come on, he wasn't always like this, right? He used
No.
to be better.
Used to be. Yeah. He was like the reason you watched.
He wasn't doing
When
this.
we watch old Raw episodes, it's like, all right, best comment nominees are Lawler, and Lawler. Which one? All of them.
Puppies!
Yeah.
Oh, man. I guess he just doesn't work in a non-attitude era.
No.
Correct.
Yeah.
So 60 seconds into the match, Rusev comes from the crowd and beats the shit out of Lashley. He brings him up to the stage. He's about to put Lashley through the announce table when police arrive and handcuff Rusev behind his back. But Rusev manages to get away for a second to knock Lashley off the stage. And then like a minute later, he gets away as well to kick part of the stage off, which falls onto Lashley. It's basically the same thing that happened to Roman Reigns when Eric Rowan knocked that thing off.
Right.
So that was cool. After that, the police take Rusev away while he screams, "I'm back!" And he has a very psychotic look on his face.
Right.
And Lana was screaming and crying the entire time.
I'm back. When did he leave? What do you mean he's back?
Maybe Crazy Rusev is back.
I mean, he got his mojo back, or he got his groove back.
he got his testicles back.
Yeah.
We stole Austin Powers' mojo.
And then even when he was beating up Lashley, Lana's yelling at him, and then he tells Lana, "This isn't about you." Well, of course it is.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Why else are you beating the shit out of Lashley?
Yeah.
Because she's boinking him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it's about Lana. So, I mean, look, I hate this storyline, but I think this is the first time where they actually did something interesting because at least Rusev got to beat the shit out of Lashley. He knocked him off the stage.
Right.
He kicked something onto him.
For sure.
And then the crowd was so over on Rusev at that point because everyone loves Rusev.
Yep.
So, it made him look good, finally.
Yeah.
Finally made him look good and not just a guy who likes to get cucked.
Yeah, for sure. Good God.
So next up we have AOP finally having a match.
Is that what you call it?
Let me guess. I mean, they've built them up so much. They came out and fought one of the best tag teams, probably the Viking Raiders or the Club.
Well, I mean, if you were asking, do they fight a champion in the last 9 months?
Yeah.
I would say, yes, they did.
They fought the guys that won the titles
At WrestleMania, Eric. What's more legit than that?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Every other tag team.
Every other tag team.
So yeah, they destroy Ryder and Hawkins. And AOP, they changed up their look too a little bit. They lost the vests. So now they only wrestle in pants and boots.
Yeah, no bulletproof vests.
No bulletproof
They didn't want
vests.
them confused with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Only Reigns can wear those vests.
Yeah, so AOP dominates. They hit the last chapter, the Super Collider. But now they have a new finisher, which is like a sit-down powerbomb neck breaker at the same time.
Sure.
Which isn't as cool as their Super Collider.
No.
I would just use that.
Right.
So they get the win there, of course. Next up, we have Andrade versus Akira Tozawa with Zelina Vega ringside.
Why?
Yeah, I mean, this was only a few minutes as well. Andrade Won with the Hammerlock DDT. Didn't even need Vega's help to beat Tozawa.
Because that was another guy. He gets title shots at pay-per-views.
For no reason.
He gets to be on Raw. I have never seen him win. Has he ever won a match?
I don't think so.
He beat God, I'm forgetting his WWE name. He beat Neville, and then Neville won it back from him. This was obviously a couple years ago.
He's the title holder?
Yeah.
Although, everyone under 205 pounds has held that title at this point, I
yes,
think.
that's true.
So
Not Jack Gallagher. No.
that's it. You
Everyone
sure?
but Gallagher.
Pretty sure.
I think he has a title.
I don't think so.
All right.
He's got an
So,
umbrella.
Yeah.
It's different.
Next up, is he back to using the umbrella?
Hope
Is he a
he is.
babyface again?
Yeah, who knows?
Now he's just pale and has tiny little trunks
Yeah.
and a big mustache.
Turkey season is here, and betonline.ag wants to celebrate with you during the massive schedule of college and pro football games on tap this Thanksgiving weekend. All you got to do is follow the action at betonline.ag as week 14 of the college season unfolds. The pro schedule is just as packed as Thanksgiving Thursday kicks off week 13. So before this week starts, head on over to betonline.ag on your computer or mobile device and check out the thousands of ways to bet today. Make sure you use the promo code CLNS50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus with your first deposit. Again, that's promo code CLNS50 and you get a 50% welcome bonus right away. Happy Thanksgiving from betonline.ag, your online sportsbook experts. So next up, we have an Aleister Black video promo. He's still in his fucking room. He says, Buddy Murphy may have a match tonight, but I'm coming to collect because you being in this arena tells me that you want to pick a fight with.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Perfect.
So yeah, we have Buddy Murphy in action against Matt Hardy. What?
When they hit the music,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck. Andrew was so close.
So close.
Returning Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then you see Matt's name, and
Yeah.
they say Matt, and you're like, oh, no. Matt's here to job to
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
Buddy
Right.
can't lose this match.
Of course.
Or I thought maybe Black would do a run-in, but no, they waited till he legitimately, cleanly beat Matt Hardy.
But
Yeah.
Matt
Without a
Hardy's
finisher.
Matt Hardy's not broken anymore. He's not woken. He's just Matt Hardy
No,
again.
not only is he not all of those things, like he had like the 90s Matt Hardy outfit on.
Right. The same pants and the tight, spandexy shiny
Right.
shirt.
Like
Yeah.
this was TLC 1 Matt Hardy.
and,
Yes,
and
exactly.
he got
Only
a
with white hair.
he got a big pop as if it was a return, but it wasn't really a return because they're just not using him.
No,
Right.
I believe he ran around the ring for the 24/7
Yeah.
title like 3 months ago.
That's the last time we saw him chasing after the
He
24.
got a big pop when the music hit because everyone's like, oh, Jeff Hardy's back. Oh,
Yeah.
this is great.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
So Matt goes for the twist of fate, but Murphy counters with 3 strong knee strikes for the win.
Killing Matt Hardy.
He didn't even have to hit his finisher to beat Matt Hardy. Just knee strike.
Knee strike. Knee strike.
After the match,
Lightning bolt.
Buddy calls out Aleister Black. Aleister's music hits, and he makes his entrance. Like, you're not having a match. Why is he?
Yeah.
Why is he making this huge entrance for?
Even the
Because, he comes off, off the thing, click, 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 click. He gets
So
off,
stupid.
and then he just power walks to the ring. Like, if you're in that much of a hurry, just come out and attack him.
As the thing was coming up, I'm like, please be the Fiend. Please be the Fiend. Please be the Fiend. Oh my God, it's the Fiend!
That would have been cool.
yeah.
Like he's just taking people out.
Yeah. So Aleister gets in the ring. He kicks Murphy out of the ring, and Murphy retreats. So
Okay.
we'll get that match at some point, and Aleister will win.
2 months or so.
Yeah. Next up, we have AJ Styles versus Humberto Carrillo for the U.S. title.
Yep. And I think this is like the 3rd time, so that's
This is
appropriate.
like his 3rd or 4th title shot at least.
Yeah.
But thankfully, it didn't happen.
Right.
Gallows and Anderson attack Carrillo during his entrance and take him out with the Magic Killer on the steel steps.
Yeah.
So then Ricochet comes out, lectures AJ Styles about how a champion should act, and then challenges him for the U.S. title. And then Vic Joseph is like, oh my God, can you imagine this matchup? And then it's like, Do you remember who AJ Styles won that title from?
Right.
Which AJ reminded him later, but like still, like just
Vic Joseph.
him saying that was stupid.
Yeah.
Vic Joseph.
So
Now, like
go ahead.
I'm so like befuddled with the OC, the club, whatever.
they're great on NXT,
They are.
just like everyone else.
Absolutely. But like they keep doing the magic killer.
Yeah.
Like if you're like, okay, hey, show me what moves you have. Well, we got this one called the magic killer. Like he twists them and throws them down, and I just hold his legs, and then I put his legs down.
I know, and they have the boot of doom, which
Right,
is
and
way
then it's
better.
like, all right, well, you got anything else? Yeah, we got this other move, the boot of doom. It's nothing. Well, tell me about it. Oh, well, he holds them up, and then I run and I kick him in the face, and then he drops them to the mat.
Right.
Yeah, no, don't do that. We want you guys taken serious. You better do that magic killer.
Yeah.
Nobody likes magic.
What are they killing? What magic are they
Right.
killing?
Exactly.
The magic of Humberto Carrillo?
I guess.
The magic of his cape.
They took his
Escape.
They took his Power Ranger coin.
Right.
Yeah. So, so Ricochet challenges AJ. AJ tells Ricochet no, but then out comes Randy Orton, who wants a title shot. AJ reminds Orton that he beat him at WrestleMania, so fuck off. Then Drew McIntyre comes out and he says, "You've never faced me," and he wants a title shot. AJ complains that he's sore from Survivor Series, so he doesn't want to do it. And then Rey Mysterio comes out and says, "You want to talk about sore? I fought Brock Lesnar last night, but you don't see me complaining."
You literally just complained about it.
Yeah, it sounds like you're complaining.
Wait. How could you have complained when you just came out for the first time?
Right.
And you don't have a title to defend. Otherwise, you'd probably be complaining a little bit.
Yeah. So Ray wants a shot too, but AJ turns all of them down. So Ricochet suggests that they have a fatal four-way right now, and the winner faces AJ Styles for the U.S. title. And at this point, you're like, well, how are they going to get this match? Because AJ's telling them no, and there's no authority figure to like force AJ to defend his title.
Yeah.
Right.
So like I felt this next part was really dumb
Yes.
because AJ says no, but then Gallows and Anderson like, I don't know, it seems kind of cool to me. Like,
Yeah, why would they say that?
Yeah, why would they turn face all of a sudden just to say
Just
that?
for the match.
yeah, like
It doesn't
why
make sense.
They're like, that sounds kind of cool. A title match in Chicago?
Yeah, right.
And then AJ Styles says fine, which really gives him the authority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's now the authority.
Right.
He's now GM.
Yeah.
yes.
He's like, yeah, you guys can do that. I just signed off on the Rollins-Owens match for tonight. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a fatal four-way.
Yeah.
Winner faces me.
Yeah.
No DQ.
So
no
that was
DQ? Okay, DQ.
It's kind of weird that his best friends are screwing him over like that.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. That was the best they could come up with because they have no authority figure.
Yeah.
I mean, like, look at what AEW did. Like, they had Scorpio Sky and the SCU basically trick Jericho into giving Scorpio Sky a title, which was fucking hilarious.
It was.
It was great because they used reverse psychology.
Yeah.
And Jericho, like, ate it up with a spoon.
Yeah.
It was
Way to
really-
win
it was
that
great.
dollar, by the way.
Thank you. I have $2 now.
Did we make another bet?
I'm going to do
Something
double or
happened?
nothing pretty soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have Randy Orton versus Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre versus Rey Mysterio. McIntyre did his really cool turnbuckle suplex spot, but he did it to Orton and Mysterio, so that was even cooler.
Yeah.
Orton hit McIntyre with an RKO and goes for the pin, but Gallows and Anderson show up. They pull Orton out of the ring and beat him up. And then in the end, Ray rolls up Ricochet for the win.
Right.
And then right after that, we have Rey Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the U.S. title. Ray goes for the 619, but Anderson trips him, so the ref ejects Gallows and Anderson. Later, Ray hits the 619, but Styles falls onto the ref and knocks him out. Gallows and Anderson come back out, beat up Ray, but then Orton comes out for revenge, beats up the OC. Ray hits AJ with another 619. Orton gives AJ an RKO, and then Ray hits AJ with a frog splash and becomes the new U.S. champion. The crowd popped really big for this.
Uh-huh.
I
And,
like taking the belt off of Styles. One, he's too big for that title. And two, that opens up the OC to maybe do bigger and better things.
Brock Lesnar has the WWE
I
title.
don't care. Well, having the U.S. title, then you're just the U.S. champ and that's it.
Yeah.
There's nothing else you can do.
Well, so after the match, Dominic comes out to celebrate with his father. And then later in the night, Sarah Schreiber asks AJ how he feels, but all he could say is Randy Orton. So it's another feud with Randy Orton.
And they overplayed that too. That's like a 10-second bit of not being able to talk because you're upset.
Yeah.
They stretch it out to a good 40 seconds.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is painful.
Yeah.
I just
So,
thought
like-
that he wasn't going to say anything, and then he finally said something.
So Kevin Owens is feuding with Seth, which they feuded before, but now it's, Seth is a face, Rollins is a heel.
Yep.
And then AJ Styles and Orton had a match at WrestleMania, but that's flipped as well now.
Yeah.
Like Orton's
it's a completely different feud when they're not when they're opposite faces or heels.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So moving on, backstage, Kevin Owens cuts a great promo hyping his match with Rollins. Take a listen.
You have done everything you could to try to be what you think this company needs you to be, what you think this company wants you to be, but all you have accomplished is to turn yourself into a miserable, whiny, insufferable prick. You want to call me Mr. NXT, that's fine, because trust me when I say this, Mr. CrossFit, that first stunner earlier was nothing. There's another one coming your way, and that one is going to turn Monday Night Rollins into the Kevin Owens show.
Yeah.
Remember when it was the Kevin Owens show? That was pretty great.
That was nice. That was nice.
was
Hey,
nice.
they're kind of going that direction, so let's just be patient.
Cross your fingers.
Can't happen
and
overnight,
your
Andrew.
toes.
We're going that direction.
Telling me to be patient? Is that what you're telling me? That's what we thought with SmackDown. We thought he was going to be the biggest face on SmackDown. Then they fucking backed off of it.
Well, no, they just locked him in that feud with Shane.
Right.
Made everyone forget about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next up we have Charlotte versus Asuka. This was a really good match.
Yeah.
It was similar. I mean, it was like really good. Like, the WrestleMania match was really good. But Jerry Lawler said this before the match started.
Look at her eyes. I guarantee you, last night when Charlotte lost the Survivor Series, her dad Ric Flair was looking down on her.
King, what do you mean? Ric Flair's not dead.
No, he's very condescending.
That doesn't make any sense. And they
Ric Flair's not dead. He goes, yeah, but he's very condescending.
What?
So he had that whole thing planned out. Even the way Vic Joseph answered it seemed like they had it planned out.
Yeah.
Vic Joseph was like, wait, Jerry. Ric Flair's not dead. Well, he's very condescending. And it was just a weird line.
I guess we'll know if that was like a work or not. Like if Lawler's not there next week, that was a total F up.
Yeah.
Jerry,
shit.
you need to know who at least at the very basic level of knowledge is who's alive and who's dead in the wrestling world.
Well, commentators are getting themselves in trouble a lot lately. Jim Cornette, and then we'll talk about Corey Graves later.
Yeah.
So Kyrie was ringside, but Charlotte chased her away. They had a really good match. It probably went like 15, 20 minutes maybe. It was long, but it was good.
It was a while, yeah.
A lot of
Two
exciting
commercials.
stuff.
Yeah.
Kyrie then came back at the end, distracted the ref, and then Asuka spit the green mist into Charlotte's face and then rolled her up for the win. Mm-hmm. So, normally I don't like roll-ups, but at least she fucking spit the shit in her face.
Skeeted that green shit on
Skeeted.
it.
The shit. Such
Yeah.
a thick liquid.
Mm-hmm.
Yuck.
I wonder where she keeps it.
Thickwid.
She keeps it in her tights.
Tights.
Keeps it in her tights. Her tight tights.
Tight like tiger.
Next up, we have Eric Rowan versus a jobber.
Hit again.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, again, right, of course.
That's all he does now. Yeah. A jobber.
Same old Monday Night
And-
Raw. There's nothing about Monday Night Raw that is fun. No. Poison.
Fire the whole segment.
Yeah.
What are we doing with this?
So the bell rings. The jobber leaves the ring to check what's in the cage.
This is good.
Right.
This is great.
I like
But-
where this is going.
But then
I mean,
Rowan-
honestly, if I was the jobber,
Yeah.
I'd be like, hold on, time out. I want to see what's in this cage.
Right.
I'm so curious.
I know I'm losing this match.
Yeah. Right.
So before he could even look into it, Rowan destroys him.
I felt that was different. I felt he got a peek and kind of looked
Yeah.
at it like, huh?
I think he did.
He was like, holy fuck.
I thought
think
like
he-
he was about to grab him, but then he saw Rowan coming, so he left.
There's a dead, decomposing cat in there.
Is that
And it has a camera.
is that Gwyneth Paltrow's head?
Yeah.
He's like, is that a puppet?
Well,
Well, I mean, that's what I'm sure that's what it's going to be, right?
A puppet?
a Bray Wyatt
One
puppet?
of Bray Wyatt's puppets.
But he's on SmackDown.
All right, well, tell
What
me.
that-
Real quick, what is it, Eric?
I don't know.
Pick something.
I don't know. A balloon animal?
Okay, that's an answer.
Stuffed animal, like a bear.
Jesus.
It'll be like his Al Snow thing, like how Al Snow had a head and he'll have a teddy bear.
Maybe it's a snake. And then they're like, who could beat this guy with a snake? And then Jake, the Snake Roberts, comes back.
At 70 years old.
Again. I mean, if you tell me, well, they can't do that. They just did it. I'd be like, well, then it's almost guaranteed.
Yeah. So, Eric Rowan hits 2 Iron Claws for the win, and there you go. How much longer till we find this out again? This is 3 weeks.
Right. 4, 5?
This is the 3rd week.
Yeah.
All right.
That he came out with this stupid thing.
I've already lost interest.
I've never gained interest.
I say whatever's in the cage comes out during the Rumble. As a participant.
Yeah. Number 22.
The cage just slides out of the back.
So,
Right,
so
like on a
wait.
skateboard.
So then it is Hornswoggle.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
Next up, Charlie Caruso interviews Lana backstage. This was really boring and horrible. Lana says WWE should fire Rusev and send him back to Bulgaria.
Oh, really? Because they can't, because he's an American citizen, which WWE has acknowledged.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
He got his citizenship a few
Yeah,
months
once you
ago.
get your citizenship.
He is obsessed with me. I mean, who could blame him?
Yeah. And then she's like, everyone wants to know how my Bobby is doing. He still has the penis. His penis is not broken.
Yeah.
So that's good. But despite this traumatic experience, I'm going to be okay. Well, I don't know why I'm doing the accent.
Yeah, why are you doing the accent?
Because it would have been better. He's improving, which
Right.
he did.
You almost had her like Lady Borat.
They took her.
I want to fuck Bobby Lashley.
They basically took the Bridget Nielsen character from Rocky IV and made her that and brought her in like the Rusev Crush. I'm in a suit.
Yeah.
I'm telling this monster what to do, and that worked.
Yeah,
and it worked
did.
well.
Yeah.
And now this is where they're at.
Right.
They're in a fucking swingers club, and it went wrong.
Well, and it's
Right.
just they've already done this,
Right.
Except Lana was the face last time. They had them split up, and then she just makes out with Ziggler every week.
Yeah.
And like he was just like,
Lana,
wow,
you're going back to Rusev? Yes. I never suck a dick.
I never went all the way with the Ziggler. And then Rusev goes, and I never went all the way with Summer. But really, I went all the way.
All the way does not include anal, and that's what I did all day, every day.
I went all the way in her butt. All the way in. Oh my God.
Yes.
So bad. So next up, we have the main event. We got Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens. Seth gets frustrated early in the match and grabs a chair.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, Seth, don't do it.
Please.
But then we go to commercial, and when we come back, the chair's gone.
Right. What happened to the chair?
It disappeared.
It disappeared. And then later, Seth had Owens in a hold, and he was trash talking him, and then Owens replied, "Shut up, bitch."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "What did you say to me?" He's like, "I called you a bitch." That was pretty funny. But in the end, Owens hits a stunner, but he's too tired to make the pin. Right after that, AOP comes out and beats the crap out of Owens. They throw him into the ring post like 5 times, like too many times. Like, okay, that was 3's enough.
Right.
Then they hit him with a couple moves. Then they turn to Seth, who looks ready to fight. He gets up, but AOP leaves the ring and walks to the back. So the match ends in a DQ, but then Seth decides, fuck it. He gives Kevin Owens 2 curb stomps back-to-back to end the show.
Okay.
So
Meh.
it's obvious that he's turning heel.
Right. And next week, he's going to confront AOP, then he's going to be like, hey, guys.
Fist me, bro.
Fist me. I got your bulletproof vest back.
He should totally do the shield fist with AOP, because clearly they're going to become a faction.
Right.
He's going to have them.
Yeah.
They probably won't call it anything because they don't like to do that on the main roster.
It's definitely an upgrade from J&J Security.
Really? I would rather have J&J Security. Well, I mean, I guess
Just for the comedy
I
aspect.
mean, yeah. I guess you mean physically, yes.
Physically, yes.
But like in terms of television quality,
Oh, God, no.
I'd rather have JJ Security.
Oh, 1,000,000%.
But he should do the shield thing with them just to get heat.
Yeah.
Like they do the Shield fists all the time. Like they don't call themselves the Shield, or you could even call them we're the new Shield.
Yeah.
And that would gain so much fucking heat.
It really
and
would.
then you could even set it up for a match with Roman at some point where Roman's like, "You're fisting other men? How could you?
I'm going to have to find me some other men to fist.
Hey, Usos. Oh, wait, we're not allowed to talk about them?
Yeah.
Oh, right. They're still on hiatus. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
So, that's the end of Raw.
Yeah.
I mean, it really wasn't
bad.
a bad show. Nothing
No.
was really horrible. The only thing was like Lana's promo. Even they made that segment, the Lana Rusev Lashley segment, they even made that good. So nothing was really horrible. It was just kind of like an alright show.
Yeah, I
with
mean,
a
you had the
couple
Seth
good moments.
almost all the way heel turn.
Yeah.
Lawler was a heel. Few good moments, some decent matches.
Better
some
than
nice
most
matches.
Raws. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Still not
Thanks
as
for trying.
Still not as good as any NXT episode though.
No.
So let's get to some awards. Who did you have for worst dressed?
I had Mysterio with the title.
Why?
I don't know. I like the heel factor that it gives AJ. Like, now that Mysterio has it, like, I don't see him having, like, a great feud with somebody, you know?
Well, but
Like, who's the first person who's going to fight for the title? Maybe AJ at the pay-per-view, who he'll probably
I think
beat.
he's moving on to Orton.
Okay. So then who...
Dominic.
There you go. Unless he
No,
fights Dominic, then...
I mean, there's Andrade, and have Andrade finally fucking win a title, for
I
God's sake.
guess, but you're going to
Although
reignite
you're-
that feud?
It's true, he has feuded with him already.
Yeah.
Well, the U.S. title changes a lot. And I like that. You know, there needs to be a title that changes a lot. And it does. AJ only
mean,
had
you
it for a few months.
Right. You look at it as, like, that is the main show on the title, or the main title on the show now.
Well, it is.
And
When
so
Lesnar's
you
not
got to
there.
think Mysterio is now your champion of Raw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's more Lesnar's fault.
Well, that's true. But, like, I'd like to see, like, McIntyre get it or
He
something.
won't have a long... There you go. Have McIntyre win it from him. See?
Yeah.
You just figured it out. You can't have a heel beat a heel for the U.S. title.
That's true.
So this is a placeholder for McIntyre, right? Could finally win a singles title on Raw?
Fingers crossed.
Probably not, but let's hope.
All right.
No, that seems like a good plan.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. McIntyre wins the U.S. title, holds it for...
Because he's not winning the Rumble or anything anytime soon.
Yeah, he could hold that for fucking ever, and
Yeah.
no one would complain.
But
Yeah.
he won't.
Like he did the IC title
No,
years ago.
he's like the in-between guy. Like, who's next for a nice title? Like Andrade. They fought like 72 times. I'm sure like he'll maybe take it from him. I don't know. Like give me an up-and-coming heel.
No, we're saying McIntyre should win it from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't. He's like too big, right?
Too big? He
He's-
hasn't won a fucking singles title
He hasn't
yet.
won anything.
Yeah, I
He
guess.
won the tag titles. Give him a fucking belt.
Yeah.
US,
He would make the US
He should be the freaking champion.
Well, sure, but he's
Of
not.
course.
He's not a beast. He's not Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
But that's not happening. So if you're not going to give him the Universal or the
Has
WWE
Andrade ever
title,
won it? Or was
US
he IC title? Or
He hasn't held a singles title.
No singles for him either.
Nope.
no. Yeah, no.
I'd probably give it to him.
Yeah,
Him
but
or
then
McIntyre.
I would do McIntyre.
With Zelina as like the you know what I mean? Like
McIntyre could make
Manager.
that. McIntyre could make that title,
Legit.
relevant again.
True.
Yeah.
So yeah, but we're at awards. So Eric had Rey Mysterio for worst dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've already locked my phone.
I had Humberto Carrillo.
Yeah.
Nice.
The crazy superhero. I had Dominic in like a hoodie.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
he's always
looking-
wearing a hoodie.
Always wearing his glasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I met our brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
And like
yeah.
a weird hoodie
All right, well, send me a picture.
at Sunday. No, I meant Mysterio.
Best dressed.
Lashley in the stretcher.
Not
All
bad.
right, that's
Not bad.
That's good.
I had Flair again.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
With the green shit all over. That's a turn. That's like a new fetish for you.
Yeah.
It's like your new thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh
own
God,
it.
can you imagine if Asuka sprayed it on her feet? Joe wouldn't be able to contain himself.
That's disgusting. Please do it.
That's disgusting. Is that a thing? Can I look that up?
Wait, is that a demographic? I want to be a part of it.
Yeah. My best dress was Zelina Vega. Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst acting?
The Lana Award goes to Lana.
Lana.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yes. Best acting?
Kevin Owens Award goes to Kevin Owens.
Correct.
I loved Seth though. I loved his
Yeah.
heel turn.
Owens
Just
was
telling
better.
everybody else that they sucked. I'm gonna give it to Seth.
Shout out to Rusev though. I really liked Crazy Rusev.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good too.
Honorable
mention for sure.
Yeah.
Worst comment?
Vic Joseph said, Lana and Lashley have been making Bobby's life miserable the past few weeks. I'm sure with that storyline they have.
Oh my god.
He meant backstage, right?
Yeah.
That's funny. I had Jerry saying Ric Flair's looking down on Charlotte.
That's awful.
He also said the baseball one. Rusev's the baseball player because he gets thrown out at home. My
And I had
God.
just the Lana when she was like, "Who can blame him?" Like, yeah, we get it. You're a heel. Like, it's just too forced.
We get it. You're hot,
Yeah.
right.
bitch.
Bitch.
Best comment?
During the Fatal 4-Way for the U.S. title, Orton said to Drew McIntyre, "You're just mad that I'm taller than you."
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's like an inch shorter. That's funny. I had the CM Punk sitting behind the decks in LA and talking about a change that too afraid to make himself.
Yeah, that's good.
McIntyre had a good promo when he came out.
Yeah.
It was really good. He was like, you should face someone tall, dark, handsome.
Right.
So he's another like best acting. What do you call it? Like
Honorable
mention.
Yeah.
But I had Kevin Owens saying, "I'm going to turn Monday Night Rollins into the Kevin Owens show."
That's a great
That
comment.
got me at like quarter chub.
Yeah.
I think Drew McIntyre, just to go back to that, I think he's really funny.
He is.
If they
Yeah.
ever let him talk, because after Ricochet said, "We should have a fatal 4-way to determine who fights you tonight," and then Drew quietly goes, "I like my solution better."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That was really good.
Yeah, like you're
McIntyre's
funny.
like Samoa Joe, where like they never say anything that's like that was fucking stupid.
When he did his Hogan things, then he's doing his suck it. Like,
Yeah.
I think he's
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
Underutilized.
either they only write well for Samoa Joe and McIntyre or something, but
Right.
like it's just it's weird.
Or they just let them talk.
Yeah, because they're like,
the
yeah,
golden children.
we don't have anything written for you. Just come up with something.
I mean, McIntyre's been the future champion for 12 years now.
Right.
That's right. Worst match?
Buddy Murphy versus Matt Hardy.
Aw.
It's a good match.
Yeah, it was pointless. Matt Hardy returns to job without a finisher.
I'll give you the pointless factor, but I thought like he actually did well for a 72-year-old. I had Eric Rowan's match.
Yeah, Rowan versus the Jobber.
Yeah, I mean that's a bad match too.
Fucking
But I
horrible.
mean that you're expecting that. You're like, oh well, maybe this match with Hardy and Murphy it'll be at least a 7-minute match showcase no, it's just Buddy Murphy
I think
hits
it
him
went
with like 3
7:30.
knees.
I don't know.
It was like probably 5 minutes, but yeah,
Maybe
it was
less.
short.
Slow-mo?
Slow-mo, yeah.
Fatal 4-Way.
No.
No, that was a good match.
my best
I had,
match.
I had AOP versus Ryder and what? Eric, what is
AOP
wrong with you
I had
today?
AOP as
What
well.
is in this cup?
Yeah.
I think that's your problem.
AOP
Is there-
versus
is there stupid-
Hawkins
is there
and Ryder
stupid in
was
here?
2 minutes.
The slowest,
Slowest
2 minutes
2
of
minutes
my
of
life.
my life.
I gotta get you given me that comment before too. Like, what are you talking about? Slow-mo match. It was 30 seconds.
Don't you know these jokes recycle?
I know.
How long have you been
Yeah.
going with pizza, Eric?
Andrew,
That's
best
true.
match?
I actually had a different one than
Oh,
you.
okay.
I had Charlotte and Asuka. I thought it was really good.
I'm gonna go with
Fatal-
that. I'm gonna go
Go
with
ahead.
that.
I like that Fatal 4 because they did different things within that match. Then it had like a nice little quick ending. But
They were both good.
I'll save what I really liked about her because it's a winner on my next round here.
Okay.
Okay.
Worst move?
Owens being thrown into the corner 22 times by AOP.
Oh, into the ring post? All right.
Yeah.
Did you see the 3 count for that Fatal 4? It went
Yes.
1, 2, then he did like a kick out.
No. What happened was AJ's arm was sticking out, and not AJ. Who did?
I guess
Oh
Ricochet.
no. It was for the. It was when Rey Mysterio won the U.S. title.
That's what I said. Rey Mysterio. Yeah, the Fatal 4-way.
No. When
Oh,
Ray
it was
beat
the mesh
Styles.
match. The next match. Right.
The ref went 1-2, and then AJ's arm was sticking out, and he hit AJ's arm and didn't come down all the way because of it. And then he just like ring the bell, but yeah, there was no 1-2, and then there was it was just silent, and then
Yeah.
yeah. So that was I'll go with that because
Yeah.
that was a screw up.
Yeah.
Best move.
Randy Orton's thumb to the eye.
After
That was
all
really funny.
That was great.
McIntyre was chopping him, and he's like, "Come on, chop me!" And Orton's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
Like-
but McIntyre chops Orton. He's like, oh, like he's like his chest is caving in. He's like rubbing his ear.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay. Boop. Thumb to the eye.
Like it hurt his inner. Yeah, I basically had that. I had the trading of the chops.
Trading of the chops.
Because after he pokes him in the eye, as he's down and Randy approaches him, he looks at the ref and he goes, "Look at this shit," and they even bleeped it. And he's like bleeding from the chops.
Yeah, right.
Like, look at this shit.
Right.
It's fucking bleeding. Like the ref's gonna go.
It's
okay,
like
it's a legal move, bro.
when was it Walter and McIntyre went chop for chop?
Oh god.
And Drew's chest was like beat red.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was a real moment by Orton and the ref where Orton was just like, look how fucking hard this guy chops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that is again when Orton cares, he can be quite entertaining.
Yeah.
Right.
He just doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
The finger poke was really good, but I had Rusev killing Lashley
Okay.
off the stage.
Let's hope.
Yeah. Worst moment?
Lana's backstage interview.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, that should tell you right there that the show was decent. Because, like, our worst moment was like a 2-minute backstage interview.
I had struggled to pick. I was like, either that or
Yeah.
Like there wasn't a lot of choices.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, true.
And then best moment?
Rusev killing Lashley.
Okay.
I had Seth's heel turn.
All right. And I had Ray winning the U.S. title. Again, this tells you that Raw was kind of good.
3 different choices.
3 best moments.
Rusev.
Yeah. And this was
Great
an
job.
NXT free Raw.
Right. It's for NXT, it's like an AEW when we do that podcast, like, oh my God, there were like 5 amazing things.
Yeah.
Like none of these things were like amazing, but they were good.
You know what I'm really excited about though?
What?
Triple H going, that was a pretty good show, Raw. Hold my whiskey and Coke.
Right.
Or enter pretentious beer. You probably could come up with a better one.
Probably.
Than I could. But yeah, like I think NXT is probably going to be amazing this week.
It has been.
And isn't
Amazing.
Dynamite this week in Chicago?
Oh, is it?
I think
I
so.
thought it was in Chicago last week.
Was it?
I'm not sure. I don't remember.
It was either last week or this week it's going to be in Chicago.
La Champions celebration.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving celebration.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. It's probably this week.
Like after the WWE's been there for 4 days.
Maybe they were there. I don't
Everyone's
know.
burnt the fuck out on wrestling.
I'll get
don't
it for you.
Like,
I'll get it for you.
let's go watch AEW.
It's on Chris Jericho's page.
Oh, the Thanksgiving special.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is all for awards. So now it is time for some breaking news.
Chicago's this week.
Okay.
Chicago's
Yeah.
this week. Okay. All right. Breaking news. So I don't know if everyone's heard about the whole Corey Graves thing with Ronaldo. This was during TakeOver War Games. Corey Graves tweeted, "Just for the record, guys, I know you wouldn't know it, but there's actually a WWE Hall of Famer and a former Ring of Honor champion on commentary. I'd imagine they'd have a lot to offer." And then someone tweeted at Corey Graves, "I just turned on TakeOver. How many Chicago rap references has Morrow made so far?" And then Corey replied, "Far, far too many."
Yeah.
So, again, it seems like Corey Graves' new podcast, again, it sounds very similar to, our podcast.
Right.
He shits on his own company.
He does, but then he does interviews in kayfabe.
Right. But like he's talking about the Viking Raiders, and it's like, yeah, the Viking Raiders are being wasted because they're just fighting jobbers every week. Which he said that a week after we said it.
Yeah.
It's just like, all right. But,
It's like someone's listening to this, getting the talking
taking
points.
notes.
And they're like, all right, here's what you got to talk about this week, Corey.
Right.
But I mean, not only does that all happen, but then like obviously with Ronaldo deleting his Twitter, that kind of tells me that, like, I don't know, he got too butthurt from it, or like,
Yeah. Right.
why
Well, so-
delete your Twitter
Right.
if someone picks on you?
Real quick, going back to the show, like they give Corey Graves like talking points or whatever, and he's reading through them. He's like, okay, Viking Raiders, Lana of Rusev storyline's really stupid. Hey, what is this? This just says pizza. What do I do with that?
What do I do with this?
So just like randomly 5 times during the podcast,
Yeah.
just yell out pizza. And he's like, all right. I got
But like,
pizza.
yell it out as
Trust
an
me,
exclamation.
it's so funny when these guys do
Yeah.
it. You have to do it. I don't even know why they do it. I
Yeah.
haven't listened to the show that long, but it is great. Just yell out, pizza.
But yeah, you have to yell it as an exclamation and a question.
Right.
And
Like
then
when
I'll-
Michael Cole says something stupid, because he always does, just be like, just look at him funny and be like, Pizza?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
And then
Solid gold.
you know, if you fill out these awards every week, just give out these awards. And do you do any impressions, like specifically of Stone Cold or Ric Flair,
Or Shawn Michaels or Mankind.
Jesse Ventura?
Can you do the Joker?
Can you do any of those impressions?
Can you do the Joker? Can you do Bane speaking for wrestler lines?
Yeah.
Oh,
But again-
was he Roman Reigns? When we were in the
Yes,
studio,
Bane was Roman Reigns.
I don't know if I've ever laughed as hard as I
Right.
did.
Well, I think it was Bane like fighting Roman Reigns,
Right.
Like
let's
acknowledging
not
him.
start on ceremony.
That's online.
Sure.
That's,
Joe,
no,
I have to. If you can find that one for me, I want to listen to that
Yeah.
one.
no, it was one of the other best
Joe,
one was like,
no.
No one cared who you were till you put on a bulletproof vest.
That was the best line.
I don't remember who said all these. They're just so good. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we did him back.
It doesn't
and forth,
matter.
and,
Yeah,
it
like
was-
they were so good, and like I had the cup.
So, like, you could do it perfectly.
Oh, it's so good. It's so great.
So, anyways, after these tweets from Corey Graves, Ronaldo was not at Survivor Series the following night,
Right.
to do commentary because everyone else fucking did commentary. And Michael Cole said, "Oh, Ronaldo's not here because he lost his voice from War Games." So that was just a cover.
Yeah.
But Ronaldo has since deleted his Twitter. It's still deleted as far as I'm concerned.
I think
And-
he actually lost his balls.
Yeah. And Frank Shamrock, who's friends with Ronaldo, like tweeted at Corey Graves.
I like this.
Social media, it's a quote from Ice-T, but he said, social media has made too many of you comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the mouth for it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It is.
So,
Frank Shamrock.
but again, I think, yeah, like, you know, I know Ronaldo deals with depression, but I think he...
Does he really? That's a real
He
thing.
does.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Again, remember like the whole JBL bully thing when he quit
Yeah.
So
or
you
whatever?
think? Well, I guess Wednesday's at least a few days to recover.
I mean,
Yeah, they said they expect him back, but if he's not there, then that would be troublesome.
I mean, I get it. It's like you go to work, you're not there to be like ridiculed on Twitter
Right.
by someone who doesn't have half the experience you do.
right.
You know, like you're there because you've proved yourself this and that.
yeah, but again, like it's just a jibe. Like it's just a poke.
It is a poke.
People are so fucking sensitive.
I
these
get
days.
it, but Corey Graves
Come
should be
on.
poking Cole before Mauro Ronaldo.
Fair.
Very
Cole
true.
is so much worse than Mauro.
That is very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And he can even do it in character to where it works on the show. Like you could say things to Cole in character as the bad guy character.
Yeah.
And still like Cole just throw it away as opposed to doing it on Twitter where it's like, oh no, that's real.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. True.
So we'll see what happens with all that. So after Raw, Bray Wyatt had a match with Drew McIntyre
Oh.
in a cage.
What?
And,
Are you serious?
Yeah. And he defended the Universal Championship. You know, the blue title.
Oh.
He
On
defended
Raw.
it on Raw after Raw
So-
ended.
You got a wild card on there?
Oh yeah, sorry. Here we go.
Thank you.
There he is.
So that was interesting.
Drew
Not
McIntyre.
really.
That's so randomly weird.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I saw some footage of it. Bray Wyatt was super babyface, even acting like a babyface. He had Drew McIntyre ready for Sister Abigail, and the fans were cheering. And Bray Wyatt was going like this, like, "Come on, like keep cheering for me, yeah, yeah." And then he hit the Sister Abigail, and then walked out of the cage.
Just walked out.
Just walked out. Yeah.
What, in 3.5 minutes?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Lana tweeted Tuesday afternoon, "I just signed a multi-million-dollar deal with WWE. Congrats." So I don't know, like, if this is a real thing because
She said congrats?
she said congrats to herself.
Like her,
Yeah.
herself.
Yeah.
I
so
did
it seems like it's kayfabe, but I don't know.
Right.
It could be true too. Who knows?
Hey, Andrew,
Yeah.
I heard I got a raise at work.
Oh,
Congrats.
Well, thank you.
Congrats.
Yeah. That's why I feel it's probably a work.
Yeah.
Right.
Or I mean, this tweet's at least a work where she's congratulating herself, but whatever.
Yeah.
Staying in character, I guess. I don't know. Also, did you watch the Patriots Cowboys game on Sunday?
A little bit of it.
Okay, I didn't really watch it, so I missed this. But on Sunday, Joe Buck during the game, Joe Buck introduced the Thanksgiving Championship, which is a custom WWE. It is a custom WWE title that will be given to the MVP of the Lions-Bears game on Thanksgiving. here's the title. It's not like a good picture of it, but it's got like, look, the lion is on one side.
Pick
Fox
a better
is on the other.
game.
So it's
You've
going to
got-
be someone from the Lions that wins it?
Probably not.
Chicago will beat them because Stafford's not playing. But like, give that like, there's 3 games. Pick a better game. Like,
Well, no,
make
but that's
Drew
the
Brees.
only one on Fox.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Fuck. God, Mitch Trubisky's gonna be wearing that fucking thing. Jesus.
But yeah,
That's bad.
Yeah, very bad. That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, my God, could you like they're gonna give that to them on TV?
Well, it's better than fucking trying to force Tom Brady to eat a turkey.
That was the best thing ever.
Okay, I tongued it. We good?
Like, get Vince Wilfork over here to devour this thing.
Well, I think
Yeah.
he
Tom's
just fucking
a vegan now.
he just fucking ate it whole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
I'm
a
sure
vegan.
Tom's a vegan now, so it's probably like, you're making me eat this. It's
Yeah.
against my fucking religion, asshole.
Yeah. Also, WWE is having another Starrcade special this Sunday, which will air on the WWE Network. What's wrong?
No, that was like one of the very few newses I had.
Yeah, that's okay. I have the Starrcade
It's
prediction
not,
sheets.
It's not like you broke the news.
I was
I have
about
a-
to.
I have the Starrcade prediction sheets where
Oh.
Eric will put up his title
Okay.
this weekend.
So, yeah, it's this Sunday. They've announced 2 matches so far.
Yep.
The Kabuki Warriors will defend their tag titles in a fatal 4-way. And Bobby Lashley and Rusev will have a last man standing match, even though Rusev is under a restraining order.
Yes.
Well, Lana can't be there. And if she is, fuck you!
Fuck you, it's wrestling.
Yeah.
But no, we will not be covering this house show.
Yeah.
I have a little news.
But Eric's title is up for grabs.
Bullshit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ric Flair will be on the Jericho cruise. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Because you would think, like, he's so close to them right now
Right.
that he wouldn't be able to do this. But Flair's always been beaten by his own drum. Like, he's always kind of...
Flair's always
his own
anywhere
walk.
that will pay him.
I know, and I guess
Well, so that
WWE
he just doesn't have a contract with WWE.
I guess he doesn't have a
Yeah.
contract with WWE, is what that
Like
means.
Taker
Unless
does.
the cruise is like, it's not the fine print that you can't do a cruise.
First of
show.
all,
Right.
that cruise, that week, that will be AEW's episode. Will be on that cruise. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be fucking awesome.
So he'll
Right.
be in the crowd, and then they'll show him. Like,
Yeah.
all right, here you go, Britt Baker.
Right.
You got Flair in the crowd. Yeah.
I can't wait for that in January. God, it's such a shame we're not going to that.
Yeah.
Cruise.
We should have said fuck WrestleMania. Let's go on
We
that
should
cruise.
have. Yeah.
One day we have to go on that cruise because you know that's going to be a yearly thing.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe next year.
I think so.
Yeah. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all for news. So let's get to some rumors.
Rumors.
I had news.
You had more?
I did.
Oh, I thought that look was
You just-
Andrew used all of my news.
No, I said I had very little news, but I
right.
still had news.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So Black Friday's coming up, so there's a couple sales.
Okay.
WWE Shop's going to be running a buy one, get one for $1. So
All
that's
right.
kind of cool. Also, the company Roosevelt's, it's rsvlts.com. They do this line of like short sleeve button down shirts that are old school WWE style. They have a Flair, a Macho Man, an Austin, a few different ones. They've got those that are running about 20% off. So normally 65, they're at 45 right now. They're pretty cool looking. I was thinking about getting one myself.
The breaking news is how much money did you spend?
That's the breaking news.
Yeah.
I haven't spent anything yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
I would
wow.
never wear this outside of this podcast. But it's a really nice shirt.
It is.
a hell of a shirt.
It'd be great for WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Let me see. Also on Twitter, Will Friedle.
Okay.
Friedley? He's the one who voiced Terry McGinnis in Batman Beyond. He's better known as Eric Matthews in Boy Meets World. I don't know. But he tweeted at Ricochet. He's like, hey, King Ricochet, I think you stole my suit. # welcome to my world. Because that was a pretty awesome looking suit. And then
That's who he was supposed to be?
He was Batman Beyond, yeah.
That was during when? During Survivor Series?
Survivor Series, yeah.
What was he yesterday? That is Captain Marvel one again?
It's like,
I'm wrong?
no, it's something else. I don't
It was
know.
red, white, and yellow.
Yeah, it was.
Or
It's
blue,
something.
red,
It's
and
something
yellow.
else. It's some other.
Oh, that's his
superhero.
All Might from My Hero Academy.
there you go.
Academy or whatever.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Also, lastly, NXT Worlds Collide was officially announced for the night before Royal Rumble here in Houston. Basically, it's going to be NXT fighting NXT UK. So on the card so far is Adam Cole, Walter, Shayna Baszler, Kaylee Ray, Undisputed Era, Imperium, and more. So
instead of a takeover, we get that.
yeah,
Yes.
NXT versus NXT UK.
Yeah. All right.
Still could be good.
Sure.
I mean,
Anything with NXT in it.
right.
I'm in.
If we get tickets, I'll definitely go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all I got for news.
All right, then. It's time for rumors.
Rumors!
Kevin Owens wins back the Universal title?
Maybe!
Balor Club to finally get a second member?
Too sweet!
Brock Lesnar willingly works a full schedule?
No chance!
Next year's WrestleMania will be in Saudi Arabia?
Confirmed!
So Dave Meltzer reported that Vince McMahon was upset over Rollins' comments about CM Punk on Raw because he's hyping a match that, as of right now, isn't going to happen.
I think that's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't believe most of what Meltzer says anymore.
Well,
Especially with all his retractions.
Triple
Like,
H did some interview, and he said that he has had no conversations with Punk.
like, if anything, Punk should be called out now. Like, he's on WWE programming.
Right.
Why is it bad if he calls him
Well,
out?
is he going to be
That's
on
amazing.
backstage tonight?
I don't know.
Because
sure.
they're
Isn't that what he's
interviewing
getting paid?
Triple H.
Well, no, they said that, well, yeah, but he's going to, Triple H, anytime he's been on that show, it's been a
Pre-taped.
satellite feed.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
Right,
where
but-
he's not actually in the studio.
Right, but there could be interaction between Triple H and Punk for the first time in...
No chance.
Yeah.
I don't.
no way.
First of all, Punk wasn't advertised for this show. They said he's going to be on it sometimes.
Right.
And you would think they're going to say, well, tune in next week because Punk's here again.
Yeah, they would say, Punk interviews Triple H. Everyone tune in now.
Right.
Right,
And I think they even said it's Renee and Booker T.
probably.
Interviewing
Yeah,
him.
makes sense.
Yeah, why would Triple H agree to...
Let's just be all fucking softballs. Triple
Yeah.
H, you ready? Here we go. Are you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here it comes. Put the bat up. Put the bat up. Okay. What do you think of NXT so far?
Yeah. Also, according to PW Insider, WWE is looking to get CM Punk to appear on their new WWE Network show, Stone Cold's Broken Skull Sessions, which you would think if they're going to contact him, they'd try to contact him to, you know, wrestle.
Wrestle.
So I think that's a weird rumor.
Yeah, there's
Wow.
no way he goes on that show because
Like-
they'll talk for real.
It's like...
They won't be able to use that. They won't be able to use any of it. It'd be like, well,
Right.
here's the 7 minutes that we're allowed to use from that show.
Yeah. Plus, you think they'd be like, hey, CM Punk, you want to wrestle? No? Okay, would you like to be on the Stone Cold Broken Skull Sessions? Like,
No? Okay.
no? All right, bye. But by the way, I finally watched the first one with The Undertaker.
We're the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
You you learn all about Taker's, like how he got...
You learn how come watch Broken Skull Sessions. You could watch how Undertaker, got himself into business and see how he became one of the biggest stars in the business.
All right.
you got any rumors?
Yeah, I got a couple of them if you back off on me a little bit.
Back off on you?
No, back off away from me.
Okay.
Sorry. Apparently, Vince McMahon is very high on Keith Lee after this weekend at Survivor Series.
So am I.
Yeah, no, he did really good.
Amazing.
Apparently, Keith Lee is one of those guys who will show up and do the work no matter what. Vince likes him and thinks that he could be on Raw or SmackDown in a few months, and he thinks that he could be one of those guys that he could put up against, like Brock Lesnar or something. Have him go over.
He definitely could. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Why not?
I wouldn't mind that for Mania. Keith Lee beats Lesnar, holds the title for a few months.
Sure.
Why not?
Sure.
Hey, maybe WWE needs to get Sal Baldini to talk to CM Punk.
Yeah.
Hey,
Want to wrestle?
CM Punk, want to wrestle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rated Rumble, greatest show ever.
Anything else?
Yeah, on the opposite end of the spectrum, apparently Vince is over Humberto Carrillo.
No shit.
Yeah, so we
Bury
won't be
him. Kill him.
Yeah, well, apparently we won't be seeing much of him
Ever
anytime
again.
soon. He'll get as much screen time as like Cedric Alexander, most likely.
Great.
Yeah,
So he'll job to Buddy Murphy the next 3 weeks.
probably. Yeah.
Is that it?
That's it.
All right, then. You're up.
All right, Europe, Asia. We naming continents?
Yeah.
Antarctica?
Australia.
All right. Wasn't sure. Sometimes I'll see these little facts online, and I believe pre '95, I could hang with you guys on wrestling trivia, mostly because you guys weren't alive for much of that time period before that.
Yeah.
So you might already know this one. I'm going to give you 5 names. Which one of these did not debut at Survivor Series?
Okay.
Which one of these?
All right.
The Undertaker.
Undertaker, Shield, Triple H, The Rock, and Sting. Which one of these did not debut at Survivor Series?
Say it one more time.
Four of them did. Undertaker, Shield, Triple H, Rock, Sting.
Rock, Sting, both did.
Do you know for sure? What are your locks?
Triple H is my lock.
For the answer or for I was trying to work you guys backwards on this.
No, for my answer. I know Undertaker did.
Yeah, Undertaker did.
Rock did. Sting did. That's when he came to WWE.
Yes. The Shield? Was it at Survivor Series? Or was it just a random Raw?
I don't think it was a Raw. I think it was a pay-per-view.
I think it was Survivor Series as well. Triple H probably just debuted. I would say Triple H probably just debuted on Raw or something.
Yeah, Hunter Hearst.
I'm going with Triple H as well.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's a pretty nice list of people to debut.
The Shield interfered in a title match.
Yeah, they did a run
interfered in the
ring, but they were in the ring.
It was like CM Punk versus Ryback or something like that.
Yeah, then they powerbomb Ryback through a table.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Good job, fellas.
Thank you. I win again. All right. Fan questions. This one's from Twyla Bendick.
Sure.
Bend
that dick.
Yeah. How long have you guys been wrestling fans? Please tell the story of the time Joe elbow dropped Andrew. Love you guys.
Aw.
So it's a two-part question.
Yes.
Yeah. First of all, I've been a wrestling fan, again, I've mentioned this before, but when Macho Man beat Tito Santana for the Intercontinental title.
So 1968?
05. I know, I want to say 80.
1905.
I want to say 83, so I was, I guess,
1883, right?
Yeah. That's the earliest wrestling memory. So again, since I was 8, I think we all probably have similar.
Yeah, I remember I got into WWE when I was a real little kid because SummerSlam always fell around my birthday.
Yeah.
So I was always hyped about that. And then I fell out of it for a few years, probably about 5 years, and I came back probably right after SummerSlam 98, leading into Rock Austin at WrestleMania 15.
Yeah.
And I've been watching it nonstop.
I got into wrestling when I was very young because Joe had it on TV.
Yeah.
So really, it's his fault that I watched this shit.
Right. It was funny because I didn't like it for a long time.
Oh, we're back to Eric.
Yeah, we are. And my brother Jeff, he would I'd go to Rhode Island for the summer, and he'd always have to watch it. And then I come back one summer. He's like, "Well, I guess I'll go watch wrestling." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming with you." He's like, "What?"
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So can I finish my story?
No, you may not. That was Joe. Great. You got more for me?
Joe's face is red.
Oh, look, there's 3 of us. We have to all talk on the mic. I think we've done a pretty damn good job for 5 years.
Yeah, I think so.
Of not talking over each other, but sometimes Eric hit something went off in his brain where he wanted to tell a good story.
Yeah.
And it couldn't wait 20 more seconds.
I mean, usually it's one of you jumping on top of my story.
Hey, so, I became a wrestling fan.
And that's fair, Eric. That's fair.
So, again, I was a wrestling fan.
Oh, wait, I thought of one other thing.
Oh, that was good. Oh, my God.
No, go ahead, Andrew, please.
Oh, we're back to Eric.
Yeah, let's take a stroll down memory lane.
No, so obviously I was very young. I think my first memory, I just for some reason remember someone hitting Hogan with a chair, to the back. And then, Undertaker was my first favorite wrestler. So
yeah,
it was probably Undertaker.
Maybe, yeah.
That's why you were the Andrew Taker.
Of course, I was the Andrew Taker. That was my first wrestling thing.
Yeah, but we weren't the super fans to where we didn't buy pay-per-views when you were really young.
Well, Mom and Dad were gonna buy.
No, right. Yeah. I mean, we started buying them, I guess, when I was probably 18, 19, and we could talk them into. Hey, this is a big one. This is WrestleMania. We have to see it. We have to.
And back then, WrestleMania, the year Stone Cold beat Shawn, that was March 29th on our mom's birthday.
It was, What do I feel like we watched it, though? Did we not watch it live?
I don't know. I can't remember if
Tyson,
we watched
Shawn Michaels. I mean, I couldn't imagine that I didn't convince them. Because if that probably came on at 9
I think
o'clock.
we did, but again, back then it was no TV during dinner, come into the dining room.
Right, yeah.
Plus, it was $99.
Hurry up and eat.
It's the heart of wrestling popularity.
Yeah.
Good.
I got lucky because I had a couple friends that actually watched wrestling. So what we would do is take turns, for the big pay-per-views, go to each other's houses and bring $10 worth of food or $10 cash or whatever, and we just trade off where we'd show the pay-per-view.
And the table spot that you mentioned, also the fan, you can go to my Facebook page and go to videos, and it's definitely there.
Right.
I think it's also on YouTube somewhere. But just during one of our Doomsday matches that ended, I said I wanted to do a table spot. The guy who runs Doomsday agreed, but for some reason we didn't go get a regular table that they use in wrestling. Probably would have cost us $15. Instead, we used this metal iron table that. I was like, well, this table is small, but it'll probably break. It might puncture one of our lungs if we
Joe was
break
like, well, it's a metal table, but I'm not going through it. I'm sending you through it.
Technically, that is correct. And then we had I don't know, I think we drew straws on who got to go through it.
It was your idea, so you wanted to do it.
So I did it. Okay.
Yeah.
So Andrew starts beating me up after our tag team match because he's mad. And then you go get the table.
Yeah.
You set it up. You're about to put me on it. Then I wake up. I beat your ass. I put you on it. Then I go to the top rope. To my credit, the top rope. Which is a good 20 feet in the air.
Sure.
Once you really
like one above the second, right?
No, once I put my arms up and then you double it and exaggerate. Yeah, and then I dropped an elbow into Andrew's heart.
A real one.
A real one.
Elbow.
Well, I mean, Andrew said, "Hey, Joe, sell it."
No.
No. Make it look real. I said, "So do it real."
No.
And then we went through the table.
Yeah.
It was the most I've ever had in a wrestling ring in that moment. Because
that's funny because it was probably the least
I'm laying
fun
on top of
that
Andrew
has ever had.
And like our heads are kind of close, and I'm like, "Bro, are you okay? Bro, are you okay?" And you're like, "Yeah, that was fucking awesome," or something like that.
Yeah. Right. I wasn't okay, but I. And
then after the match, Andrew's got a tattoo. Scar.
That was a different.
That was?
That was a different time.
So there was no.
That was before that.
That was
one.
the rope thing.
Yeah, that was the rope thing.
Right.
When I jumped in the ring, and then your chair shot bounced me back onto the ropes. So I always take the beatings in our tag team.
Interesting.
I'm always the one that gets hurt.
No, I think there were a couple times when. No,
there wasn't.
Give us like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter.
I was on after the table spot. I was on the couch in the green room like the rest of the show,
dying,
like laying on the couch, like oh my god, because my back hurt after that. But I was proud of what we did. We got a holy shit chant.
Yeah,
so it was awesome.
Yeah, because it's really not a real wrestling show.
Right,
it's more of like a comedy sketch.
Yeah.
About wrestling. So
high impact comedy theater.
Right.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But wow, that might have been the longest answer we've ever had to a question.
Yeah.
On the podcast.
Yeah,
so
your patrons worth there.
Semi-dry chicken is the cage. Is Eric Rowan's cage getting bigger? I swear, if the payoff isn't Hornswoggle dressed as Mini Rowan, I'm going to be upset.
Mini Rowans.
That's pretty good.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And then El Idolo said, what gave you the itch to get in the ring for the first time? Was it a match or a person or a situation? Well, Eric will tell his story when he cuts me off for 5 seconds. But no, so Joe and I before this.
Oh man, how did I get in the ring?
Eric will have some breaking news about a T-shirt sale coming later.
That's right.
No, so Joe and I before the podcast we made these Brothers of Bash videos that are on the same YouTube channel as the podcast. You can go back. And check those out.
Those would probably have a good 100,000 hits if we actually promoted those now.
Right.
Now that this podcast is so popular.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
But we started with like WrestleMania predictions. I think it was like WrestleMania 27 or something
hilarious.
Was the first one.
They're really fun.
But the guy that does Doomsday Wrestling in Houston like saw it and then he thought we were really funny. So that was like our in to do it. And of course we wanted to do it because we always wanted to be wrestlers. So.
Still do.
Yeah, and then Eric, I'm sure has some, awesome story, right, Eric?
Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah.
So, all right.
No, so I went to one of the Doomsday shows. I went to number 9, and I remember seeing it. I was just like, oh my god, this is hilarious. Like watching the wrestling, you're like, oh well, this isn't real, wrestling.
Oh, I can do that.
None of these people are trained at all.
Right.
I mean, there's a few guys who knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I talked to the guy. Actually, went to his house. He was having a party afterwards, and I talked to him. He's like, yeah, I got a few ideas for a couple different characters.
I got a few ideas for some characters.
Some ideas.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to be on my show? So yeah, I talked to him about it, and he got in touch with me when he was getting the next show ready. And I was supposed to be in a tag team, Beefy Joe and Meaty Mike, and then there was no one to be Meaty Mike. So
oh really?
I went solo.
I didn't know this.
Yeah,
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
all right.
Just learned that little.
And then I went from there. Luckily, Daniel Bryan retired. Like right when I really got into my character, so I stole the yes thing.
That's right.
I started doing beef instead of yes.
That's right.
And everyone fucking loved it.
Yeah. Vladimir Kozlov. Hopefully, Rollins shows up with half blonde hair soon.
Yes,
that would be nice.
Oh please,
I'll do it myself. I'll break into his house and do it myself.
Maybe maybe Vince will let him wear the white gear now that he's a heel.
Oh,
Chubb.
That's another example of if it doesn't happen, I blame Andrew for my anger.
Yeah. Brandon McDaniel, do you think Vince cares about the talent's health? So much bodily fluids get passed back and forth. You got Asuka spitting green jizz on people and the Fiend sticking dirty fingers in people's mouth. How do these guys not have the flu bug?
The flu bug? How do they not have gonorrhea?
Well, remember, what was it, 2 years ago when like a bunch of them got sick and they had to change one of the pay-per-views?
Yeah, Bray Wyatt, JoJo, like what did they get? They got
mono, I think.
No, it wasn't mono. It was
well, Roman
syphilis. No, what was it?
Roman 2 got sick and
oh, what the fuck was it?
Herpes?
No. It was a weird one that's like that some people think is sexual sometimes. That's what made it kind of funny. But
I thought it was mono.
No, it wasn't as that's not funny. It was funny. I remember it being funny.
Funny like syphilis.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hilarious.
But that was like a blessing in disguise. I'm not making fun of people getting sick because we were gonna have the Pumpkin King, Finn Balor, versus Sister Abigail.
Whatever the fuck that meant.
And then Bray Wyatt got sick, so it didn't happen. But thank God that match never happened. Like that would have been horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jules Galloway, me and my brother this is Miles' brother.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Viral meningitis. I guess I thought it was something different, but that's what they had. Viral meningitis.
Okay.
Just a weird random thing like that.
So Jules Galloway, again, shout out to Miles. He's now in Canada doing radio.
Oh, nice.
Remember we met him in Dallas a few years ago? So he said, me and my brother are taking our sister to her first ever wrestling event next year, and it's going to be the Rumble in Houston. What's your go-to Royal Rumble match she should go back and watch? Eric, go.
Ooh. Kurt Angle versus Chris Benoit for the WWE title. I think that was Royal Rumble 03. It was like one of the best WWE title matches. As far as like favorite Rumble matches, though, the one where Nakamura won was really good.
Yeah. I really like the one where Taker and Shawn were the last two.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
That one was great.
Stone Cold's first one where he's technically a heel. He's looking at his fucking watch.
Yes.
Right.
Non-watch.
The one where CM Punk is like cutting promos in between people coming out.
Yeah.
Isn't that Shawn's last one?
Is it?
That's got to be in my top three.
Yeah,
that's a
I
great
think so.
Rumble.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Jules
will probably
a surprise return from Edge on that one, too.
Yeah. We'll probably be putting together some sort of like live show event that weekend.
Yeah.
Something
like that.
So make sure you guys come out.
Kevin Key, it's Thanksgiving, and I want to thank you all for the wrestling content you keep up on with the new show basically daily. I'm not only playing catch up on wrestling, but on your podcast. Thank you. That was nice.
Nice.
And then Fossey32, should everyone going against Asuka use Becky's aviator goggles? I think that's smart.
Yeah, definitely.
And then finally, Mark Furman, the guy who framed OJ.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Missed opportunities, not having Seth call out Becky for losing.
I would have loved that.
Right.
That's a complete heel turn.
Yeah.
Andrew would have said 100% if he would have called out his girl.
Right.
By
I'm
the
surprised
way-
Owens didn't say anything to that.
Yeah. It was also weird that no one called out Seth for losing.
Right.
Like, hey, you fucking lost.
You lost to an
dipshit.
NXT-er.
Becky wasn't even on the show, was she?
No, not on Raw.
She wasn't.
Yeah.
No.
It's weird. Because she'll be on NXT tomorrow.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's all for fan questions, though. So make sure you subscribe to our podcast. Give us a 5-star review. Check out our official website, what'swrongwithwrestling.com. Like the show on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Wrong Wrestling. Get a t-shirt like pizza at prowrestlingtees.com/what'swrongwithwrestling. And, of course, join Patreon.com/What's Wrong with Wrestling.
Let's do it.
Check it out.
Yeah. Just put up the Survivor Series recap.
Yep.
War Games recap.
And for Thanksgiving, you could watch or listen to the AEW NXT Wednesday Night War recap.
Are you guys going to eat turkey while you're doing it?
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, Thursday night. We'll
see you then. See ya.
Oh, bye.
Bye.
What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. And he's always right. Don't you dare have a different opinion. He sounds like Stone Cold Steve Austin. It kinda looks like Kevin Owens. Dean Ambrose is in his daydreams, and Charlotte is in his sex dream. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling. Oh no. Obnoxious, crazy, loud, egocentric, no doubt that's Joe. Self-proclaimed strongest and best-looking man in the world. Loves wrestling, but only part-time. Strong, big players, pretty sublime, yeah. What's wrong with wrestling? What's wrong with wrestling? So much wrong with wrestling, oh no. Eric's third most loved, and he can't really hold in his piss. He made hashtag push Eric, yeah, we'll push him off a cliff. He doesn't think Stacy Keebler is that high, and we almost forgot Josh. He's just a troll. What's wrong with wrestling?